I'm Alan Pro, Senior Technical Support Engineer with NetVault Backup. We're going to look at the error of Command failed re-initializing driver. Let's first define the error. The Command failed re-initializing driver error message indicates that the NetVault device manager process has received no responses from the device from a standard SCSI command. The device manager process is respawned and attempt to reconnect to the device. This indicates a breakdown in SCSI communications between the NetVault process and the target device and is caused by a fault within the SCSI subsystem. For troubleshooting Windows, specifically Windows 2003, you need to check that removable storage service has been stopped and set to disabled. Windows 2008 and above, removable storage service does not exist. So how do we check removable storage service on Windows 2003 machine? On Windows 2003 machine, launch Computer Management, go into Services, and look for a service called Removable Storage. If the service is started, we need to stop that service, and we need to set the startup type to disabled. So highlight Removable Storage Service, stop the service. Once the service has been stopped, go to Properties on that service, change the startup type to disabled, and click OK. And that will remove removable storage service from being activated on that Windows 2003 server. For all operating systems, we need to disable all the other backup applications installed on the NetVault server or smart client machines. Make sure the services for those other backup applications are disabled and are stopped. Next, check the SCSI termination of the library and or the drives on all interconnecting cabling. Verify that you have the latest SCSI drivers and that no vendor-specific tape or library drivers have been loaded. Ensure that the block size does not exceed 64 kilobits within NetVault Backup. How do we check the block size? In the NetVault GUI, go to Device Management, highlight the drive in question, right-click on it, go to Configure, find a sub-tab called Configuration. The fourth line down is Media Block Size in kilobits. Default value is set to 32, but make sure it does not exceed 64 kilobits, unless you're running a very specific application for an application plugin module, which may specify otherwise. Next, verify you've added your drives in the correct order in NetVault Device Management. This is referring to tape libraries, and make sure the drives are in the proper drive order. If you have any questions on that, refer to the knowledge base article on how to allocate drives to the correct drive bays. Another issue that may cause Command failed re-initializing driver is a corrupt device tree within NetVault. Again, there's a knowledge base article on how to recreate a device tree within NetVault. Please refer to that solution. If you've done all the above steps and are still having an issue with the Command failed re-initializing driver, contact your hardware vendor and show them the errors detailed in the NetVault logs, specifically the SCSI errors.